Hello friends, in this video I'm going to discuss about Indo-Israel relations, its brief history, strategic relationship between India and Israel, and mutual benefits, the Palestine issue, constraints for the strong relationship between India and Israel. Okay, let's start. India and Israel enjoy an extensive economic, military and strategic relationship. India is the largest consumer of Israel military equipments, and Israel is the second largest military partner in India after Russia. And the military business between the two nations worth around $9 billion US. Currently, the two nations are negotiating an extensive bilateral free trade pact focusing on areas such as information technology, biotechnology, agriculture. But India and Israel established the full diplomatic relationship only in 1992. What is the reason for this late, delayed embrace of relationship? There's a reason for this. After independence, during the Cold War, India, as a leader in non-alignment movement, maintained neutrality in the Cold War period, and at some times it maintained closer relationship with the Arab world and Soviet Union, whereas Israel forced the closer relationship with the United States and Western Europe because of its future is linked with those countries. So India and Israel stayed on the opposite blocks throughout the Cold War. However, India extended its de jure recognition to Israel in 1950 itself, and it allowed Israel to open and maintain a consulate in Mumbai in 1950 itself. Whereas on the Palestine issue, India has been on the side of Palestine and voted several times against the Israel human rights violations in the United Nations General Assembly and resolutions. India has been the champion of Palestine's cause and fight for its statehood. So in this respect, India is acting against Israel's interest, but India is acting in a morally responsible way, which is very good for India's moral credentials. India and Israel has several common interests. If they cooperate with each other in all these spheres, there would be a win-win situation. There's a complementary relationship between India and Israel in various sectors like defense, agriculture, joint venture in defense and other manufacturing industries, collaboration in basic sciences, research and development, space exploration, cybersecurity and intelligence sharing, cooperation in counterterrorism and anti-money laundering and terrorist financing. In the area of defense, both the countries has been the victim of terrorism and religious fundamentalism. So intelligence gathering and sharing, counterterrorism, anti-money laundering and terrorist financing has been the areas of cooperation. Look at the map. Both countries has been surrounded by volatile, unstable countries, both India and Israel. So there will be a win-win situation if both of the countries cooperate with each other. Some of the key acquisition has been made by India from Israel in the area of defense. In October 2014, India acquired a 262 Barak 1 missile for the Indian Navy. And also India purchased Israel's Spike anti-tank guided missiles launchers. It preferred Israel's products rather than United States Javelin. There's a reason for this. Israel is ready to provide technology transfer to Indian industry in the area of strategic weapon systems, but United States maintains only buyer-seller relationship. They are not ready to provide the technology to India. So India is preferring Israel over US. In the defense manufacturing industry, Israel has been involved in various joint ventures. Like Barak 8 missiles is an Indo-Israel surface-to-air missile designed to defend India against any type of airborne threat, including aircraft, helicopters, anti-ship missiles, UAV for both maritime and land-based version of the system exists. So Barak 8 is a joint venture. So it helps in transferring technology to Indian industry and to indigenization of Indian military manufacturing base. This is in contrast with United States, which is reluctant to supply cutting-edge technologies and strategic technologies like missiles, radars, early warning systems, submarines to India. So India is moving towards either Russia or Israel for these technologies. India also procured airborne early warning and control radar system for providing intelligence and to maintain air superiority and to conduct surveillance. India has its own airborne system and it is supplementing Israel's system of IAIEL W2090 airborne system. Israel is also pushing India to procure its Iron Dome structure for air defense system against the incoming short and long range missile threats. But India has developed its own ballistic missile defense system and it will be implemented by 2017. So in defense, Israel will be a dominant partner, and we are happy that Israel is providing cutting-edge technology to Indian industry, either in way of joint venture or in the way of technology transfer, which US is not willing to extend to India. Another area is agriculture. In fact, Israel's geography is not conducive for agriculture. More than half of the land is desert, and climate and water resources do not favor agriculture. But Israel achieved self-sufficiency in food production, and only 3.7% of workforce produces 95% of its food requirements. This is due to the cutting-edge technology in agriculture that it is employing. So this will be a big help for India, since 60% of India's agriculture is dryland. India has been suffering from low productivity, low farm mechanization, and per capita availability of land is only 0.3 hectare in India. So we need to improve productivity to feed 1.2 billion people. And at the same time, agriculture land has been under stress from industrialization and encroachment by private individuals. So Israel technologies like drip irrigation for water conservation and post-harvest technologies, tissue culture, plastic culture, protected cultivation, vertical gardening, cutting-edge technologies in agriculture, automation in agriculture are very useful for India. And we can achieve self-reliance and evergreen revolution with the help of Israeli technologies. So India and Israel entered into an agreement in May 2013 where Israel will establish Center of Excellences, 28 Center of Excellences for fruits and vegetable crops across India. These Center of Excellences, like Center of Excellence for tomato, Center of Excellence for potato, where cutting-edge technologies are implemented, farmers and scientists are trained along the advanced research that are employed in Israel and India. So this helps in improving productivity of the crops and to implement advanced technology in agriculture. Advanced training and collaboration are also going on between universities of agriculture universities of India and Israel. In the areas of space collaboration, India launched Israel's Texar radar satellite on 22 January 2008. India also launched in 2009 India's RISAT-2, a space satellite, which is based on technology from Israel's Texar. And it has the capability to take higher resolution images at night and can carry out reconnaissance operations even though in dense cloud areas. So this is space satellite, and there is a collaboration between Indian ISRO and Israel's space agency. Israel also provided intelligence support and other military support in Indo-Pak War in 1965, 1971 and 1999. And Israel is only some of the countries which has not criticized India's 1999 nuclear testing. Other two countries are France and Russia. So this shows the mature partnership between India and Israel. Moreover, Israel is providing with most up-to-date weapons such as surface-to-air missile, sophisticated sensors to use in LOC areas in Jammu and Kashmir, remotely piloted drones and artillery. So joint venture in these areas will be a big boost for India in indigenizing the weapon production systems. And Israel has some of the world's best universities in the world, and they have some of the world's best scientists. So academic collaboration between the institutions like Indian IITs and IISc and Israel's academic institution will be a win-win situation. They are pioneers in basic sciences, research and development. So collaboration in biotechnology, agriculture and defense sciences will go a long way in promoting science and technology in India and Israel. Despite all these positive issues, India-Israel has some contentious issues. One bad thing about Israel is that Israel is denying the statehood to Palestine, and it is committing a lot of human rights violations in Palestine in the form of civilian killings, illegal encroachment in Gaza Strip, blockade of Gaza Strip, and other issues. Throughout the history of Israel-Palestine conflict, India has been taking a moral stand to support Palestine and condemned Israel's unethical handling of a Palestine issue. India voted against Israel in almost all the resolutions in United Nations. So this will be one of the contentious issues. If India moves closer to the Israel, that will be antagonizing the Middle East and Arab world, since India is dependent on oil imports, which is majorly imported from Middle Eastern countries like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, and these countries has Arab nationalism. They support the Palestine cause, and Palestine issue is very emotional to these Arab countries. If India moves closer to the Israel, there will be some antagonism with Middle Eastern countries. So India has to maintain balance between the interest in the Middle East and also relationship with Israel. This is the one issue. And another is, since Israel's conduct is unacceptable and India having large population of Muslims, that is minority population, they have an emotional link with the Palestinian cause. If India is moving closer to the Israel, despite their human rights violations against the Palestinians, that would send a wrong signal to the community in India that may provide a fodder for radicalization of the youth by militant organizations like SIMI, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, and Taliban. So India has to take a moral stand to condemn Israel whenever it goes wrong in the Palestine cause and to fight for the independence and statehood of Palestinians. At the same time, forging ties with the Israelis in the area of defense, agriculture, academic collaboration, joint ventures. So it is in India's interest to resolve the Israel-Palestine cause in a fair manner. So India can act as a mediator since we have interest on both the sides. So it is in India's moral responsibility to resolve the Israel-Palestine cause in a fair manner. This is it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Subscribe. This ends the video. This is it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, share and comment the video.